Coming to the plate now, Thomas Gray. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Cabrera aboard here at first with nobody out. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Gone! Two-run shot to straightaway center, and it's given Detroit a 2-0 lead. Ready to take his hacks again, Thomas Gray, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure.
Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. Gone to lead off the inning. Thomas Gray will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take you back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Williams looks up, and it's gone as they add still another. Micah Johnson will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
So we're going to see a pinch hitter here with the bases empty and 1 gone in the inning.
Now batting, shortstop, Thomas Gray.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Montes is camped under this one, and that's out number 2. Pat Valaika is into the ball game as a defensive replacement.
Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind in the top of the 9th.
And it will have a pinch hitter here to start things out in the bottom of the inning. Brian Anderson will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Number 55, Brian Anderson.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The relay, and they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And it's in time. He's out at second as a good relay gets him.
Leading off for Miami, the first baseman, number 34, Magnary Sierra.
On the ground, out to second. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
The right fielder, number 14, Emil Escobar.
Hard on the ground to second. Gray comes up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road.
And it would appear we'll see a pinch hitter here as he'll try to get something started with the bases empty and 2 away.
Second baseman, Thomas Gray.
Hit hard back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. On to the shortstop covering, and he dropped the ball. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second.
Up next for the Tigers, left fielder, Johnny Layton.
This one's down to third. Suarez over to his left. And a close play at first, but he's called out on the side. David Hernandez.
And that's what he gets paid to do, shutting them down for another save. That's an even harder.
And as we welcome you into this one, we find runners at first and second here with nobody out in the inning. Stepping up now, Thomas Gray is getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. And there's a base hit on the line. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. And he will add yet another game to his incredible hitting streak as it now reaches even further into the stratosphere.
You know, D-Roll, I don't know if this thing's ever going to end. This guy's been raking now for almost 2 months, and he's swinging the bat just as good now as when this streak started to start it off with his first base hit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's coming out of it anytime soon. I wonder the pitcher that would create such a tough matchup for this guy to shut him down, because he's playing with the big part of the field. He can beat you in so many different ways, and this number's getting just straight ridiculous.
Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. So add one more on the sac fly, as that'll make this a 5-1 game. The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. Head-to-head numbers against Michael Lorenzen. He's 2 for 4. And a fastball misses there, ball 4. Striding in, Jose Altuve, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Popped him up. And there to bring it in is Cabrera for out number 2. stepping in, Michael Franco. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Michael Franco.
Ready with the 0-1. Hit high and deep to right center. Gomez on the run, and he makes the catch as just the one run comes across in the inning. Tigers get just the one. Shane Green will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance.
Well, in a quick series like this, you take the first one, you're guaranteed at least a split. They'll take that.
Presses a player to keep raising the bar.
So with 2 away, we'll see him move to a pinch hitter as he'll go to work to try and drive in that run from second.
Up next for the Tigers, right fielder, Thomas Gray.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And the run is in to score from second as they cut it to 1 at 4-3 now. And he will add yet another game to his incredible hitting streak as it now reaches even further into the stratosphere.
You know, D-Roll, I don't know if this thing's ever going to end. This guy's been raking now for almost 2 months, and he's swinging the bat just as good now as when...
And he'll be called out at second, and a tough way to end it here as this ball game is over. A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final.
A player with elite speed is issued a challenge by one of his coaches.
Detroit Rock. Stepping into the box, Robert Fukumori. And a great chance here for Kansas City to add on in just the first inning. Woods sets. Here it is on 0-2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. 1 run scores. And that'll get over the wall, in fact, so 2 runs will score, but not the third.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does it.
Now at the plate, Billy Burns. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Gray moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is... Standing in, Thomas Gray, already holding the all-time hit streak record. He continues to carve out his place in the game's pantheon right here.
You know, Matty, whatever happens in this guy's career, regardless, whether he becomes a superstar for 15 years or fizzles away, this mark will always stand. It will always be something that other players chase. Children will learn about it in textbooks. This guy is certainly...
Digging in, Jeff Salem. He singled his last time up. Lifted in the air out to left. Gray is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Stepping up to the plate, Ramon Torres. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Now the 2-1. Lifted in the air out to left field. Gray moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Stepping in, Thomas Gray. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. First delivery to him on the way. A shot down the first baseline. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. 1 run is scored. And the tag gets him. But on the play, 2 runs come across to score. So stepping in, Marcus Semien, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning. So it's 2 runs. Now in the box, Ken Ivey.
Left fielder.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Semien ranging into the outfield. He's got it 1 away. At the plate, Thomas Gray. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And gone. An absolute bomb.
Everybody has heard of a hitter punishing a curve.
Digging in and looking for more, Thomas Gray. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap in the right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Hit toward the right side, but no problem at first, and that's the first out. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. And they did some damage offensively in this one, enough to get the win, and this man led the charge. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered with runners in scoring position a couple of times in this one. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was obviously a huge factor in them claiming the victory here.
And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. The Tigers.
A manager confronts his club about an unacceptable team statistic.
MLB The Show. In now, Thomas Gray. Already holding the all-time hit streak record, he continues to carve out his place in the game's pantheon right here.
You know, Matty, whatever happens in this guy's career, regardless, whether he becomes a superstar for 15 years or fizzles away, this mark will always stand.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Marcell Ozuna, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Popped him up. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Thomas Gray. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run. So it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
At the plate, Thomas Gray. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. The relay throw. On to third, but he's in safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Well, that's a big at-bat right there. Not only does he get all the way to third on a triple, but he also drives in the go-ahead run.
Coming to the plate now, Maikel Franco. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Maikel Franco.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Grounder down the line at third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Ready once again, Thomas Gray.
Catcher, Thomas Gray.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a one-out hit. Throw into second. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes. Aggressive style. First pitch. Base hit up the middle.
Third baseman, number 7.
So striding in, Maikel Franco, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a drive by Franco. Deep left field. Gone! A two-run shot that gives them the lead.
Oh, that was really close to a walk. Yeah, the home crowd is loving it as they jumped out in front in the bottom of the 8th, and they did what they had to do in the 9th to seal the deal.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The Detroit Tigers came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Shane Green claims the win. Tuesday night. Now to the plate, Chris Taylor.
In the second spot tonight,
The 1-1.
Chris Taylor.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Gray moving to his left. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. The throw into second. And he's safe.
There's no question he's been struggling at the dish lately, trying to do anything to get himself going. So he's got to feel pretty good after that double. Not to take anything away from him, but I think I could have probably hit that.
At the plate, Thomas Gray, already holding the all-time hit streak record. He continues to carve out his place in the game's pantheon right here.
You know, Matty, whatever happened. In this guy's career, regardless whether he becomes a superstar for 15 years or fizzles away. This mark will always stand. It will always be something that other players chase. Children will learn about it in textbooks. This guy has certainly etched his place in this game's history.
Behind 0-2 now. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. In to score the runner from second. And he will add yet another game to his incredible hitting streak as it now reaches even further into the stratosphere.
You know, D-Roll, I don't know if this thing's ever going to end. This guy's been raking now for almost 2 months, and he's swinging the bat just as good now as when this streak started. To start it off with his first base hit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's coming out of it any time. That would create.
Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And they've got the runner hung up between first and second. And the tag is on him to retire the side. Digging in now for the Yankees, Brian Wheatley. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Brian Wheatley.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Gray is in pursuit. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end. So striding forward now, Giancarlo Stanton. He hit a 2-run jack in his first at-bat. Fly ball to straightaway left. Gray will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Drury. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swung on and hit in the air to left. One run scores. And they'll hold that runner at third, so everyone moves up and they remain loaded here with still only one gone.
Well, you can see what.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Brian Wheatley. He flew out in his last at-bat. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
I'm cold in this booth.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Thomas Gray. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sharp ground ball toward the hole. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Roll. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Roll, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. One there. Back to first, but a good job to break up the double play as he couldn't make an accurate throw. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit. Here's big Aaron Judge. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball to straightaway left. And that'll get down for a base hit. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And he'll make it in there safely as he starts out the 5th with a leadoff triple. Digging in once again, Thomas Gray. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike.
When you dive into the numbers in this start, it's hard to believe that this guy's pitching as poorly as he has. Over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes, but a lot of those have been right down the middle, right into the hitting zone.
And this is into the gap for his 3rd hit of the night, and it'll be good for extra bases. The relay, well, he thought about going for 3rd, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. And he is hung out to dry as they tag him out. Next up for Detroit, Thomas Gray. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Here's the 0-1. Sliced hard down the left field line. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Here comes the tying run home. And a relay to the plate. Tag not in time. And we are tied here in the 8th.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings. So that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
Almost looked semi-intentional there. The bad news is that there are 2 men on base. The good news is that an inning-ending double play is now in order.
Now the 0-1. Back up the middle. Backhanded. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the... We're set for what's left. Now batting, Thomas Gray. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. Judge is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Into the box now, Gary Sanchez. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. The 1-1 pitch. This is line to left. Is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So coming to the plate, Thomas Gray. The winning run is at first base. Here's the first pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here. Most don't come along every day. Now the 1-2 pitch. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. The relay. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Boy, Giro, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to do. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he'll look at a called third strike, and that winning run will hold at third with one big out on the scoreboard. Into the box, Jeimer Candelario. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third. Swing and a fly ball, but shallow, and that's not going to do it. Taylor has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And that's going to do it as they walk off as winners here in the 13th.
That's what you call doing your job, folks. He knew he just needed to lift one to the outfield, and that's just what he did. Hey, a walk-off sac fly isn't as dramatic as a game-winning hit, but it's just as effective. Great team win right there.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question. He was a tough out up there. Ended up collecting 3 knocks.
From the home of the Tigers since 2000. to Comerica Park here in the Motor City. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the New York Yankees. Stepping into the box, Brian Wheatley. He will lead this one off today.
Shortstop, Brian Wheatley.
Popped him up. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number one. With that, here's a look at the Yankees. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Designated hitter.
He's running.
Giancarlo.
And this one gets away. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just... Settling in now, Thomas Gray, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Gray.
Good lead off at second there. Now the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The relay. Poor base running there. Got him caught in a hot box between first and second. And now he'll get into scoring position with two away. And he will add yet another game to his incredible hitting streak as it now reaches even further into the stratosphere.
You know,
I wonder the pitcher that would create such a tough matchup for this guy.
Just a sec now as that ball finds its way into the outfield, a base hit. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead. Striding in once again, Thomas Gray. He reached on a single in his first try.
even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
So now it'll be the four-hole hitter, Thomas Gray. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First delivery to him on the way. There goes Altuve. Hit out towards second. Scooped up on to first, and there were 2 down. Next for New York, Jason Riddle. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 0-1 count and the pitch. High pop up. Gray has a play, and that's the 3rd out. Ready now, Thomas Gray.
Next for the Tigers, catcher Thomas Gray.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Sliced hard, but foul to the left.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that. And if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
The 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Chasing after it is Taylor, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Altuve rounds the corner and is headed home. He will score, and they lead now by 4. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. And happy birthday as they allow him to cross with the inside the park home run as he catches his breath to reflect on his good fortune.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
7 MLB Network's coverage. Into the box now, Thomas Gray, already holding the all-time hit streak record. He continues to carve out his place in the game's pantheon right here.
You know, Matty, whatever happens in this guy's career, regardless, whether he becomes a super...
So here's the cleanup hitter, Thomas Gray, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drilled to the right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And a good throw will wind up holding that runner at third, so the bases become loaded now with 2 gone. And he will add yet another game to his incredible hitting streak as it now reaches even further into the stratosphere.
You know, D-Roll, I don't know if this thing's ever going to end. This guy's been raked.
Now, meanwhile here, this ball is crushed. It is high, it's deep, and it's a grand slam. Digging in now for Kansas City, Akinori Inaba, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. This is in the air to left. Moving under it, Gray. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Ready for another shot now, Thomas Gray. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch out, nothing doing. Altuve leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Splash landing. It's into the fountains for a monster home run. I'm sure you know it's coming after that ball. So next to the plate for the Royals, Jose Medina. He flew out in his last at-bat. Lifted in the air out to left. Moving under it, Gray. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Ready to take his hacks again, Thomas Gray, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Drilled down the line. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And now they've got him in a rundown, and he will hasten his way back to first, where he's in there safely. And that's in there for a base hit, his 3rd hit of the game. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there. Hit and run to perfection, D-Roll. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're trying to do. You don't see it in today's game too much. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of walks, homers, and strikeouts. But right there, manager sets it in motion, and the hitter just executes to perfection.
Inaba is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run.
Standing in, Thomas Gray. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fouled away. The 0-1 delivery. This is pulled into right, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right. So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Akinori Inaba, he's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
Swing and a looper to left. Gray moving in. He gets there to make the play, and that ends. A great shot there. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Jose Medina. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. The catch is made, and the Tigers have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. 13-0, the convincing final score. MLB The Show has digging in, Thomas Gray. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this striding into the box, Thomas Gray. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Gray, only 20 years old. He was taken in the 22nd round during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing.
Now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. The relay thought about going for second, but instead, now they've got him in a pickle. Ready for another chance, Thomas Gray, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. To second for 1, on to first, and they get them both. Digging in, the switch hitter, Raul Mondesi. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Nobody out, runner on first. Hit on the ground to third. Bronco fields it cleanly. Altuve for 1. On to Cabrera, but it's too late, and they'll just get the 1. So digging in now, Thomas Gray. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted down the line in left. And they... The windup and the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Now at the plate, Thomas Gray. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Burns is there, 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Digging in, Thomas Gray. He flew out in his last at bat. Here comes the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, he's digging for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. The relay throw, and he is out at third base. Now at the plate, Thomas Gray. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line towards center field. Ivy is there, and he has it for the first out.
I know they say sometimes that these things...
And that brings in the speedy Raul Mondesi Jr. as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Gray is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more base. In is Jorge Soler. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just... Digging in now, Thomas Gray. Now the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this... Coming to the plate now, Jorge Soler. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Now a bunt attempt here. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Now batting, catcher, Thomas Gray.
Here's the first pitch. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Now a pitch popped up. Should be enough room for Perez behind the plate. And he'll indeed make the play in foul territory for the first down.
Our final line score tonight, first for the...
And now time is called here with the potential tying run over at first. They're not going to take any chances as they've made the move. Runner now. The first offering. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
From the stretch. Seared down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third. And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put...
Throw to first in time, but the safety squeeze there gets him a run. Miguel Cabrera is going to come on as a defensive...
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
This coach wants his players ready to rise to the challenge of clutch moments.
Well, with the roof shut. Digging in now for the Brewers, Christian Yelich. He's seen that average climb during his 7-game hitting streak. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gray is there. Inning is over. And next it'll be the Tigers cleanup hitter, Thomas Gray, already holding the all-time hit streak record. He continues to carve out his place in the game's pantheon right here.
You know, Matty, whatever happens in this guy's career, regardless, whether he becomes a super...
Digging in to try it again, Thomas Gray comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming, here it is. Liner toward right center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. Defoe is on his way home. The relay, the tag, and he is out at third. And with that, next for Milwaukee, Travis Shaw.
Up next for Milwaukee, third baseman, Travis Shaw.
0-1, here's the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gray giving chase. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Milwaukee leaves one. They trail this one 1-0. Striding in, Thomas Gray. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First offering on its way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Barnes utilizes a good curveball as a part of his arsenal, but it's not just your run-of-the-mill breaking ball. It's unique in that he's able to throw it with great velocity, a power curve, if you will. Yelich is under it. Makes the play, one away. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Stepping up now, Thomas Gray is one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. Shot back up the middle. But this is hauled in by the second baseman. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Xander Bogaerts. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Not an easy thing to do to score off the game's elite closers, but down by one at home, you've got a chance with that last at-bat. Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score.
Clutch hitting has not been a strength for this team, and their manager lets them know it.
And we're going to have a switch here behind the plate as a new catcher comes on to take over now. Stepping into the box, Thomas Gray, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is pulled into right. Hayward back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and they're
Man, that was definitely a hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even more satisfying. They take it in 12 innings on the road, and it's all smiles now.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion. Nighttime baseball on tap from Comerica. Up next for Chicago, Avisail Garcia. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Gray is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are two gone now. Now at the plate, Thomas Gray. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And he's not stopping. He wants three. The relay throw, and they've got him hung up out there between second and third. And he is out, retreating to third as they slap the tag on it. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Gray has it in his tracks, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Ready now for the White Sox, Matt Davidson. He popped out in his first trip.
Matt Davidson.
Now a big swing by Davidson, and he connects. A ball carrying well. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could.
Stepping in, Avisail Garcia. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Avisail Garcia.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first. Leading off the inning, Thomas Gray, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one.
He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. And it's gone into the front row of bushes. Solo shot to right center. 6th home run on the season for him. And the Tigers have cut this to a 2-1 ball game.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo.
Digging in, Thomas Gray, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. From the belt, the pitch, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-0. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And it's into the bullpen. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. His second of the game. And just like that, it's now a 5-2 ball game. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. We've seen these squads go deep a combined 5 times in this one. So stepping in, Wellington Castillo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. On the ground toward the hole, and it's through. A base hit. Moncada third and is digging for the plate. Safe at the plate. It's now 5-5.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy.
Stepping up to the plate, Thomas Gray. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Moncada fields it cleanly. And, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first. Standing in, Michael Franco. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. Heading out towards shallow right. And Garcia will tuck this one in, and that ends the inning. So they wind up with 2. Striding in to start the 9th, Matt Davidson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
And an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bag for the putout. Stepping in, Yohan Moncada. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gray sprinting after it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Well, that's why you pay the closer big money, so he can come slam the door quickly when he has to. 2 pitches, 1 out, next.